Hello my Scrap Dog family. Today we have an excellent video that will help many of you guys that are planning to move to the Philippines. Many guys have asked the cost of living, so we will take a good look into that today. We will answer the question, can you live on just $500 a month? But first, I have a very special request of you. Starting a YouTube channel is a very difficult task and you need the help of your friends. You are not only my friends, but you are my Scrap Dog family. Therefore, I humbly ask a favor of you. Please take a moment to click that subscribe button, and while you're at it, please click the like button so that the algorithm will know to send this video out for others to see. Every subscription makes a huge difference to me and Bob, and we both certainly appreciate it very much. You all truly mean the world to us, and we promise to always give you our very best. Now, before we go dreaming of mango shakes and hammocks on the beach, let's get something straight. Yes, you can technically survive in the Philippines on $500 a month, but the real question is, what kind of life are we talking about? Are we talking beach condo and cold San Miguel nights, or a fan room and instant noodles? Today we're going to break it all down, category by category, and show you what that kind of budget really gets you in 2025. Let's kick it off with the biggest piece of the budget, housing. If you're in Metro Manila, forget it. $500 is not going to cut it unless you're living in a shoebox. But if you're out in the provinces like Dumaguete, Bohol, or parts of Cebu, you can find a decent studio or one-bedroom apartment for around $150 to $200 a month. That'll usually get you a fan room, maybe a small kitchen, and if you're lucky, a little balcony for people watching. Want aircon? That will bump your electric bill much higher. Utilities in the Philippines can surprise you, especially if you're running aircon all day in the summer months. Expect to pay $30 to $50 a month for electricity if you're conservative, more if you use that aircon full time. Water's cheap, usually under $10. Internet, not blazing fast, but decent fiber packages run about $25 to $30 a month depending on where you live. That's your Netflix and YouTube lifeline right there. So don't skimp unless you like buffering wheels and long waits. Alright, so let's talk food. If you're eating like a local, you can stretch that budget pretty far. A plate of rice, veggies, and fried chicken from a carinderia, around $1.50. You can get by on $150 to $200 a month if you cook at home and hit the wet market for your meats and produce. But if you're used to steak, imported cheese, or pizza delivery 3 times a week, you'll blow that budget fast. And don't even look at imported cereal. You cannot afford it and you'll cry in the aisle at SM. Getting around's pretty cheap if you ride like the locals. Jeepneys, trikes, and buses will get you just about anywhere for pennies. Literally 30 to 60 cents a ride. Some guys rent scooters for around $50 to $80 a month. Or if you're staying long term, buy one outright for under $1,000. But take in mind that'll be used, very old, and probably not much life left in it. Gas is reasonable, traffic is chaos, but it's all part of the charm. Just don't expect grab car in the provinces. It's grab a trike and hold on tight. But you're probably not even going to be able to afford that. Your budget is going to be pushed to the max, to say the least. Now, what about the topic of entertainment? I mean, we all like to have a good time, right? And isn't this a big, if not huge, reason that you decided to move to a tropical island? Now, this is where things can go off the rails quick. Want to live on $500 and still have fun? You can, but you'll need to keep it simple. And I mean, very simple. Local beer, less than $1 a bottle. A movie ticket, maybe $2 to $3 if there is even a theater where you live. Remember this, you are going to have to live deep in the province on your budget, and there really is barely anything other than a sari-sari store in many areas. Hanging with locals, singing karaoke, and hitting the beach is free or cheap, and you are going to need all the free that you can get. But if you're hitting the bars in Angeles City or Cebu City every weekend, or entertaining a different lady friend every few nights, forget it. Your budget's gone faster than a tuk-tuk in a typhoon. Honesty, you probably are not even going to be able to afford a lady friend on your budget. You are barely even going to be able to feed yourself, much less someone else. So yeah, you can survive on $500 a month. But let's be honest, life has a funny way of throwing curveballs. Maybe your scooter breaks down, your tooth cracks on a fishbone, or you catch a bad stomach bug from street food. Suddenly you're in the hospital and now you're paying out of pocket. Most foreigners don't have PhilHealth or local insurance, and even a basic hospital stay could run you $200 to $300 easy, or way more if it's something serious. Same thing if you're living in a place with old plumbing, or your apartment floods in rainy season and you have to relocate fast. You don't want to be stuck in a foreign country with no cash, no backup, and no way out. Trust me, it isn't fun. At a bare minimum, you need a safety cushion, and that's where a higher monthly budget really matters. Now, if you've got around $1,000 to $1,500 a month, that's a whole different ball game. You go from survival mode to actually living a comfortable life. You can rent a nice, air-conditioned apartment or even a small house in a good area. You'll have the cash to eat out once in a while, grab a decent massage, or take your Filipina lady out for a weekend trip. You can afford better healthcare, reliable internet, and you don't have to count every single peso. You can even help out your in-laws a little, which goes a long way in Filipino culture. You'll sleep easier at night knowing if something goes wrong, you're covered. You're not just existing, but you're enjoying life. That's what the Philippines is really all about. Sunshine, simplicity, and peace of mind. Look, we ain't trying to scare anyone off. The Philippines is still one of the best places on earth to stretch your dollar and live free. But we want you to come here ready. We've seen too many guys roll in with nothing but a dream and a social security check, thinking they're going to live like a king. 3 months later, they're broke, angry, and sleeping on a body's floor, or worse, stuck in a scam they never saw coming. You don't need to be rich, but you do need to be smart. Do your homework, bring a backup fund, and give yourself a little breathing room. We want you to have the time of your life, not a tropical nightmare. You treat the Philippines right, and it will treat you even better. But come in unprepared and you might find out paradise isn't so sweet when you're flat broke and far from home. At the end of the day, it ain't about how little you can live on, it's about how well you want to live. If you're a minimalist content with quiet days, local eats, and slow living in a small town, then yeah, you might can make it work on $500 a month, but remember that's a might, and you're pushing the limits. But if you want freedom, comfort, and that sweet sense of security, $1,000 to $1,500 a month is going to set you up way better. The Philippines can absolutely be your dream life if you plan it right. Think long term, have backup cash, stay humble, stay aware, and respect the culture around you. This isn't just about surviving, but it's about thriving in a place that offers beauty, warmth, and a second chance at happiness for a whole lot of guys out there. But you gotta come in with your eyes open and your wallet just a little bit ready. So what do you think? Could you make it on $500 a month? Or do you agree that having a little extra breathing room makes all the difference? Drop your thoughts down in the comments. We'd love to hear your story. And if you found this video helpful, go ahead and hit that like button. Share it with someone dreaming of island life. And don't forget to subscribe to Scrap Dog Media for more real talk about life and travel videos across Southeast Asia and beyond. Thanks for hanging out with us. And until next time, stay safe, stay smart, and stay Scrap Dog. We love you all.